When does work actually end? Is it when you leave the office or when the last message arrives? For many people, work doesn't stop anymore. It just fades into the rest of life. But here's the question we rarely ask. Who decides how much work is too much? We often treat time as personal, something to manage better, optimize, or even sacrifice. But working hours aren't just individual choices. They're shaped by rules, expectations, and power dynamics. Where limits exist, they were created. They didn't simply appear naturally. For much of modern history, long hours were the norm. Exhaustion was expected, and injury was often seen as collateral. Societies learned something the hard way. Unlimited work doesn't just harm individuals, it harms everyone. That's when work became political. In a shared market, labour standards cannot be left entirely to competition. If some countries allow longer hours and weaker protections, that pressure spreads across borders. Workers lose leverage, and health pays the price. The EU stepped in not to control how people work, but to decide where work must stop. Across Europe, EU rules set crucial minimum protections. These include limits on weekly working hours and guaranteed daily and weekly rest periods. They also ensure paid annual leave and provide special safeguards for night and young workers. These rules don't feel dramatic, they simply feel normal. That normalcy is precisely their success. Long working hours aren't just tiring, they are a significant health risk. Global research consistently links overwork to serious conditions. These include heart disease, stroke, and various mental health problems. So when the EU limits working time, it's not just lifestyle advice, it's a critical act of prevention. Today, work doesn't always look like traditional work. Messages arrive late, and the expectation of availability becomes an invisible labour burden. Flexible often means always on. That's why protecting time matters more than ever in our constantly connected world. For young workers, saying no to extra demands isn't easy. Rules exist because negotiation isn't always an equal playing field. They protect people before exploitation becomes normalized. This isn't about limiting ambition, it's about protecting fundamental dignity. This is what EU in practice is all about, making visible the systems that quietly shape our everyday lives. Alongside this video, you'll find an article and classroom activities specifically designed for educators and young people. The EU didn't eliminate work. Instead, it drew a clear line around it. Because progress isn't only about doing more. Sometimes it's about knowing when to stop